Welcome back, guys. In the last one, we got some black powder going. We have some in our bin here. I sent it all down. And now we are gonna launch it over here, where it's gonna be put up for sale, which is awesome. So we have black powder for sale. It sells for 330 copper. That's fine. We were just doing knowledge stuff. Do we have a point? We do have a point. So let's do more into relic knowledge, because we don't really need to increase our production right now. And yeah, everything is good. I did set up so that we're producing more malachite, so we are storing a little bit of that up now. That is great. And we can just go take a quick look. It's not perfect, but it's better. It's over here. So I just set up this little bit extra here, creating some more copper bearings and some impure copper ore. Going back here and producing in here malachite and crude shards, which hopefully means that we'll be getting more diamonds as well. Not that many more, but some. There's a crude shard coming along. So yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, there one arrived, so you're going again, which means you'll be going soon. Yeah. This is good. We actually almost have a diamond. We almost have a diamond. We will be getting a diamond now. Yep, there we go. Diamond coming along, and it's gonna be shut out for sale. Okay, now our black powder build is up here, and the next thing that we want to do is make growth potions. So we need 6 of these machines, which means we need, let's see, 240 a minute of chamomile powder, 720 a minute of clay powder, and 1600 brine, which we don't really know the ratios for just yet. We need to make salt for that. We have researched salt, right? Yeah, we have, because else I couldn't see the recipe. And salt is something that we can sell as well. So that's good. The unstable catalyst isn't something we can sell, so we might as well research it. And the same with the copper ingot, I guess. And also, we don't really know what the unstable catalyst is used in. But I guess we'll figure that out. I have pulled this all the way around our belt, but it is gonna change here because we're gonna have another bridge over to these lots when we start using those, which we will soon, I think. So let's see. Okay, unstable catalyst. Oh, we need more gloom spores for that. Used in crafting a sapphire. Okay. Will tree core. Okay. Into a cauldron to create a sapphire. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with chamomile powder, I guess. So we're gonna need to go buy some chamomile seeds. chamomile seeds, 6 a pop. Alright, well, let's just buy one for now. We'll see how many we need. We're gonna need a lot of purchasing portals. So if we... I don't have any fertilizer on me, but I can get some, I guess. Just get a little bit. We need one of these. Put a chamomile seed in there. And give it a bit of fertilizer. That produces 24 of those a minute. That's not a whole lot, is it? And it uses quite a lot of fertilizer. Now we need an extractor, I guess? No. Well, that's not where I wanted to go. A grinder. Okay. Well, we might as well use the... check out the advanced one. Okay, that takes 80 a minute. That's an awfully stupid number. So 24 a minute into 80 a minute, which means that we need 3 of these grinders, right? For the growth potion. And that was 24 a minute. So 24, 48, 72. So we basically need 4 of these for 4 chamomile nurseries for 1 grinder. So we need a lot of seeds. We need a lot of seeds. We need 12 seeds. I guess. Well, actually, we need 10. We need 10. Yeah. Okay. What we could do is simply grab... if I can find one. Just grab one of these nurseries. And set them up here. So 1, 2, 3, that's 9. But once we get the growth potions, we won't need as many, I don't think. Okay. So that's chamomile seeds, and then we need one more nursery. Ten. So we're out of fertilizer here. But once we get the growth potions, we'll... So that's 1,080 and 144. This is 6,480 plus 3,240, so quite a lot. And I think we'll be producing 120 a minute with the growth potion, so we don't actually need this many. Yeah, that's true. We could, if we could just get a couple of growth potions going quickly, then we can reduce this quite a bit. We need 240, so we just need 2 of these. Really? You know what? Let's just build with that in mind. And that means that if we just take this out, and that, why are you only coming to down there? So something like that. And then we can kill this and this. And then we can just stick these guys back on. Just to keep it the way we want it. So let's just build with that in mind. And then we do need 3 grinders. So three of these guys. 1, 2, 3, and we'll just do that, I guess. No, that won't work. So we have 240. This one's 120. Well, this one's 80, this one 80. Yeah, this will work. That'll work. Not really. Maybe we just turn it into 4 grinders. They don't have to be going all the time, do they? So you go in there, you go in there. So that'll be 120 that we get out. And that'll be 120 that we get out. So that's our chamomile powder. Then it's a crap ton of clay powder. Let's just see. You know what? Let's just move this down here where we're actually working, so we don't have to run down there all the time. Okay, let's just see about salt. So we need a purchasing portal, which needs to be set to rock salt. And oh, that creates sand as well. That sucks. But we do need sand for the clay, don't we? Yes, we do. So, let's see. That went into one of these. So, oh, we need a rock crusher first, I think. Or stone crusher. Oh, day has ended. So 21 watches. It's not that many, is it? Yeah, we spent quite a bit of money on stuff, but that's okay. It's not too bad. Alright. So the stone crusher needs to come out. And we need to priority split or filter split the salt off. Now it says, okay, so this is only 20 a minute of each. So if we, oh, just get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, so a filter splitter there, and we'll filter out sand. If I can find sand. There it is. Sand. Okay. And then it needs to go into one of these, which makes 600 a minute. We need 1600 a minute times 6. That's 9,600. So that's 16. 600 a minute is times 15 is 900 or 9,000. Yeah. So we need 16 of those. Yep. And that takes 30 salt a minute. So one isn't even enough for that. So 3 stone crushers is enough for 2 extractors. Oh man. We need 16 extractors, which means we need 24 stone crushers to produce this salt. There was another way of producing salt. Where is salt? Where's salt? There. Charcoal powder and quicklime. Huh. This might actually work. Because we need 120 a minute of clay powder. Stop that. And we're not producing clay powder up here. We're doing that downstairs. Where are we producing clay powder? over here. 120 and 60. Sand to charcoal powder in order to produce that. And this is so we're producing the sand there, but not if we're going to use the alternate recipe. Then we're going to produce charcoal powder, which will provide us the sand that we need. And potentially the salt. I need to try and set this up. Ow. Dang it. What do I have on me that I can get rid of? That and that. Okay. So there's some quicklime powder. I can't really get my hands on charcoal powder, can I? Well, I can do that. So that needed to go into an athanor. Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to fill it. Athanor. Let's give it salt. That and that. 6.7 salt a minute and 80 sand a minute. That's not an ideal ratio. Because we need well, 16 divided by 16 times 30. That's not going to work for me. Okay, so this will be the setup for the salt, and then we need clay powder. The chamomile powder is already going. So we need a lot. We need a lot. So I think what we'll do is set up clay powder next to the chamomile powder. Then we'll set up the growth potions, and then we'll set up the brine. Though the brine does need... Now these might as well be next to each other, because we need the sand for the clay powder. Okay. Well, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Okay. So the growth potions. That's just 6 of these advanced blenders. We'll set them up here. And then we'll get the rest done. Okay. Right, I actually changed my mind a little bit. I have built another one on top. I will enclose it. But these, if we build 6 of these, that's enough for 1 full belt. We also want to sell them and store them for quests. So in order to use all the chamomile powder from 3 chamomile plants, we need 9 of these machines. These advanced blenders. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we need 1,080 clay powder a minute. But we're gonna get sand out of here. We need 1,440 a minute of brine. So let's get brine going next. We need this. Like that. Oh, end of the day. We sold 89 black powder. That isn't half bad. Yeah, we're making okay money. We're making some at least. 30 watches. We didn't do any watches for the quest. I think we might. Let's start over here. So 1. And you're already getting money. Damn it. Stop. You crap. I did not want to put stone in here. Dang it. Okay. You are going to be rock salt. You are going to be rock salt. And you are going to be rock salt. But you already have all of that crap in you. Oh, man. All right. We'll sell all of that. All right, that's fixed. Then we need filter splitter. Which is not going to be like that. We'll tell you to filter out sand. Okay. So this is, well, 60 a minute of each for one of these. And we need I can't remember how much we need, but it's definitely more than this. So let's just copy this. I'm out of rope. Darn it. Okay, I'll go get some rope, and then I'll check the sand for the clay powder. Yeah. Right. We need 2 stacks of these for every 1 clay powder, because this produces 120 sand, and it also produces 120 salt. No, we need 30 salt for 600 brine. So that should be 480 salt that we need. I think. No, it's 720 salt that we need. 720 salt. And this produces 60, so that's 120 that we're getting now. There we go. So 720. And this is 120. But we might as well mix it, because this gives us all the salt we need, or the sand we need, for 30 clay. So if we set up $120 charcoal powder, then we can run 2 of these if we double up on the salt. Oh. Yeah. So if we set up 120 charcoal powder, let's see, we're going to need some purchasing portals. Actually, what we need is, where are we doing wood? So if we took this and built that up here, let's build it out a little bit. Okay, if we build that there, let's just put in a little bit of floor behind so that we don't fall off while we're building, because that is terribly annoying, and I've done it many, many times. And then you, of course, need money as well. So there, that's 120 wood a minute. Then we need one of these, I think. And we need 6 crucibles. I think we might as well use the stackable ones. No, we don't need to. And then we might actually just use this guy. And you can come in there, I suppose. Then we do need to use the stackable crucibles. And if we send you over... we need to move it over one. Yeah. Because we need a lift here to come up there. And then we need these guys. And then you come out like that. And that's these going. Oh, that's only 90. So this doesn't really work. We need 8 of them. Okay. Okay. Well, then I think we will use the big one. Yeah. Like that. And then the stackable crucibles. We need... That's not a crucible. That's a crucible. We need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no reason to do that. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That works. And then you can just come out like this. And go in like that. Though I do not want you to be like that. Okay. And then you actually don't need to go all the way down, because that's just stupid. We will send you down, though. But not with those. We just need a lift here. And then you come over here. Come up. And go in. And then this can come out. Actually, wait. Okay. We might as well just use these grinders, because they grind 30 to 30. This produces 30 to 30. And then we can come out like that. That works for me. Grinders. And you can basically come out. Like that. And then we need the sand from these two to come over. So right now we're producing 122.40. So that's actually 4 of these, and that's fine. So that means that we could do this. Let's put 1 in between. Stick you in there. Get money going to the bottom one as well. Oh, and the day has come to an end, just as I pause to cough. Okay. That's fine. So that means that now we can run 4 of these machines, which gives us 120 clay powder, which can run 1 of these. Wow. So if we set up let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Then you can basically run into 2 of them. And you can basically run into 2 of them. And then it's a little close. We probably need to move out 1, I think. So there. Oh, let's set the recipe. Clay. And then each of you runs 1 of these. So you go in there. And then you go into the next one. Which is there. And then you can go into this one. Nope, not like that. Damn it. I hate it when I do that. Because now I have to delete the machine. I think. Yeah. It's so annoying. Why? Why won't you let me select that? Okay, never mind. So you just come out like that, go down, and go in there. And you... can come out and go in there. Okay. And then we need to grind it. Which we might as well do straight away. And then come in there, I suppose. Yeah. That kind of works. So we might as well get the chamomile going in as well. And then we basically need 8 more of these setups. This is going to be a huge build. 8 more of these setups. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. But that's what we need. Because this... let's just run this out of here. And we can put a box here just to get it running a little bit. No, so you only produce... No, you produce 60. So you actually can't run one of these. 2 of you can run one of these. Wow. So this is all wrong. This is all wrong. All right, let me get it right. All right, so this is what we need. Three, 6, 9, 12, 24 of these rock salt crushers into 2 of the wood cutters and into 4 of these machines. That is nuts. So that produces us, see, 120, 240, 364, 480 salt a minute. 480 salt a minute. So 480 divided by 30 is 16 of our extractors. And these need 1600. So 1600 times 9, not divided by 9, times 9. I'm just doing math on my phone. That's 14,400. Divided by 30 equals 480. So is that actually all the salt we need? No, because it's 14,400 divided by 600 equals 24 extractors divided by 30. No, times 30. 24 times 30 equals 720, and we're producing 480 now. So we actually just need 2 more of these. Then we're at 720, and then we'll just crush rocks to turn into sand. That's much better. That'll save us a lot of space. That'll save us a lot of space. So we just need 2 more of these. Actually, no, 60, 120. We're at 480. So yeah, we need 4 more of these. 4 more of these. Wow, damn it! I hadn't put floor there. Crap. Be right back. All right. We have an issue. There's not enough space on this floor to build this. I need 6 more clay powder lines, and I only have room for 3 because I want to have a crossover to the other buildings here. But what I've decided to do instead is I am going to buy those buildings, and I'm going to build up to this height. And we're going to kind of integrate the two structures. So let's jump down, and we will buy this guy for 150. We will buy this guy for 150, and we will buy this guy for 150. Well, grab that. I don't know why that fell on the ground. I think there's more buildings up here that we can buy. I don't know how much they cost. Yeah, we can buy these. 50 gold. Each. Okay, we can't afford that yet. We can't afford that yet. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. But we are going to have to build up here quite a bit. So I'll go ahead and get that built, and then I'll be back. Alright. I have expanded, and it's really nice. There's a lot of space. We'll still be going around this way, but what we do have is a lot of space in here that we can build on as well, which is really nice. And so basically I want to keep this open to walk on, right? And then I think along here as well. So we have this whole area in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4 area that we can build in as well, which is cool. Now, if we just quickly go over to the other building, it's a bit of a mess. But it'll get better. It'll get better. But yeah, so here we are. You can see That's where we're actually merging the two buildings, you might say. We have our little walking bridge here, which I kind of like. I think that's a nice thing. And then we have the other building here. I haven't built back walls because we want to build, or we want to get the lots back there, but they cost 50 gold each, which we can't really afford right now. So there's that. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And a lot of the floors we can't even get onto right now, because I haven't made any way of getting up or down or anything. That's something we'll figure out. But we need 4 more of these setups now, I think. I built 1 extra, I think. So let's just see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. 4 more. So I'll build them across here, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, that is all of the clay powder set up. And it's all going right over here. So, oh, it's not quite set up. Now it is. Now it is. Oh no, we need 1 more. We need 1 more. Damn it. I thought I was done. Okay. 1 more. 1 more. I don't think I have the materials on me. No, well, almost. We just need some portal sigils, which we can, I guess, get if we just do this. Portal sigil and just grab them out. Okay. Oh, and I'm recording this over several days because it takes quite a while to build all this, as you can imagine. So there has been an update, and I know that this video is coming in actually quite a long time after the update, probably like a week. But if we look at our inventory, we can now stack planks and nails to 600, which is wonderful, because that was a pain in the butt. But let's just get the last one built here. There it goes. Now, I think all of these will get... Yeah, there's one that doesn't have money yet, but I think the money just needs to back up a bit, and then it will do. But this needs to come over, then we need to build it all the way down. I'll do that, and then I'll be back. Alright, we have done all of the clay. We just need some money to come through for the rest of it. So that's all clay powder done. Then we need the brine. So salt into brine. Right, so we need 720 salt to go into 24 extractors. Now we have all the salt right here. All the salt that we need is already being produced. So what we could potentially do, I hope, is set up some extractors here. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do that though. So that's not gonna work. You know what we could do? We could set them up in the line here. Yeah, we could do that. And then so one extractor takes 30. So, and there's 120 on these belts, potentially. Are these coming together to form one? Yeah, they are. So there's 120 on this belt. So that means that we can set up 1, 2, 3, 4 extractors there. That's 120 there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 extractors there. That's another 120. There. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Now we don't really have the space for it over here. Maybe we do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You go in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you come out like that. You come out like that. And that's all our extractors. That's 8, 12, 8, 16, 24. That's all our extractors done. So let's set up some of these liquid flasks. I think we'll put 1 for each. Each batch of 4, I mean. We need to be able to get it out, don't we? So we can do something like that. Maybe. Not really. Or maybe we just do these 4. That'll be fine. And then we need to pipe it up. And we're going to need a lot of iron for this. So far, so good. How much iron do we have left? Not enough, I'm pretty sure. So then you come over there. Go in there. Go in there, go in there. Go in there. Go in there. And those are filling up. And then we need to get it over here to all of these. I guess we'll come up to here. Right, let's get all of these coming out. Well, those can just go like that. You will need to go up and over. one more, I think. And then come down. Okay. And then there's these guys. They will all have to come up and over. Which I suppose is fine. I don't know how far up they need to come. Just like that. So come down to there. To there and like that, not like that. Okay. Like that. Okay. And you all just go. Ah, this is so annoying to work with. Come on. Get in there. Oh, it was there. It was there. There. And there we go. So all of them are hooked in. And then we just need to hook them into there. Up to there. Down to there. And they're all going. And we are making growth potions. Fantastic. And the growth potions will be coming out and going on to here. So we'll cut the fertilizer. Right there. Growth potions are coming along. Now, of course, they will stop eventually. And we need to get this output going. So, come out there. Come over here. We're gonna need a lift to bring it up and over, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. And then we need to get it into cannons and down. So that, and then you can just come over here. You can set up a cannon here. All right, growth potions are flowing. Now, they won't flow fast initially until we get rid of all the fertilizer that was on here, but it's actually already going into the machines. Awesome. Right. We want to come down over here. So we're going to need a hopper. there, I think, with a belt. Let's just make sure the out is facing the right way. There we go. And then we need a cannon. Well, we could face it this way because it has no limitations. So let's just face it this way with a hopper. Now, you hopper into there. There they come. And then you... I think if we delete this first... This should be possible. It should be possible. Where is it? It's upstairs. No, it's not. Where is it? We need... Oh, there we go. Confirm target. There we go. And then we can... Whoa. Stick that back in again. We're firing them over. And let's get one of these. Now I do want a box. So I should have moved that over further. Okay, we'll do that. That gave us 57 growth potions. So let's just see. We want 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make sure that that's right. That is right. Then we want a box to go in there. And then we want this to be here, but we're out of planks. Luckily, we have planks right here. We could probably do with some ropes as well. I think that's the height. Whoops. Yeah, that's the height. And my cat just saw a pigeon. She loves pigeons. She goes absolutely nuts when she sees a pigeon. There we go. And then we need to go fix the cannon up here. So let's just take this out again. Set the target. It's right there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, growth potions coming down again. And we can stick these back in just for now. And growth potions are in the shop. Awesome. Hey, we sold 3 diamonds today. Okay. We made pretty good money. We certainly turned a profit. And the growth potions are actually full. And we got a skill point. We actually have 2 skill points. Let's just keep going down here to get more skill points. She didn't want growth potions. Neither does he. What do they sell for? 12.24. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, someone is buying growth potions. I bought 6 of them, I think. Wow, actually a lot of growth potions being sold. Our Jupiters have been sold. Wow. Okay. This is awesome. And if we go up top and take a look. Whoops. We just might see that these are now producing at 120 a minute. And they are. Awesome. Which is what we expected. So that is, I guess, yeah, well, 180 growth potions a minute, 120 for the fertilizer belt, and 60 for the shop. That's amazing! We did it. So we can get rid of all of this now. And now salt can be sold as well, right? Yeah, for 100. I want everything in my shop. What do I have in here? That's I put some salt in there, yeah. So let's just do that. And we have salt in the shop. Now we do need to produce it, of course, and send it down. Whoa. We have some room here to produce salt. That's nice and easy. Just need to bring the money line over. And we'll be good to go. I might just set that up in between episodes. We produce 20 salt a minute. We then need to crash some sand, which is fine. So if we set up 2 stone crushers producing salt with a trash can on top, then I think we're producing enough salt. This is great. This is great. Alright, but anyway, we are way out of time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would be awesome if you'd leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It really does help out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and to see you again in the next one.